When I knew we'd be coming to Japan, climbing Mount Fuji was at the top of my list. As I started looking into logistics, I got chatting to a guy called Neil through Instagram who had summited Fuji before, but never from the bottom. This was a challenge we were both keen to take on, as most people start from the 5th station, which is more than halfway up. We set off at 5 AM and made the most of the gradual incline for the first 6 kilometres, running wherever we could. The weather on Mount Fuji can be unpredictable, but it seemed we lucked out with the blue skies, and because we set off so early, thankfully it didn't feel too hot. We were still sweating though. Because this section is off the beaten track, we actually got to see a shika, a wild Japanese deer, which was a pretty special moment. As the trees cleared, the incline increased and the terrain became rockier, so I put the camera away for a bit. The route we took then joined the most popular Yoshida trail, so we started to see more people who had come from the 5th station. After 5 hours and 40 minutes, we'd made it to the summit, 3,720 metres up, but we weren't done there. Thanks to Neil's knowledge of the mountain, we made our way to the true peak, running a loop at the summit and climbing higher still. The wind picked up and our sweat turned cold, so we increased the pace. Once we reached the true peak, we didn't hang around for too long. It was pretty cold up there. We took in the view and started our descent, deciding to continue the challenge by running back down, which wasn't easy. At this point, I'd acclimatised to the altitude, and the further down we got, the easier it was to breathe again. On the way up, I actually felt dizzy just after 2,700 metres, but after drinking some water and taking a moment, my body was ready to go again. I'd heard that climbing Fuji was best split over 2 days, spending a night at one of the mountain huts, but I couldn't resist the challenge of ascending and descending in a day. It wasn't easy, the air was thin and my legs were heavy towards the end, but we managed it in roughly 10 hours, bottom to top and back again, climbing almost 3,000 metres. This was my experience of climbing Mount Fuji, and I'm so grateful I got to tick it off my bucket list, sharing it with a legend like Neil. I've had my fun, and now it's time to reset, ready for tomorrow's run.